Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day so far. Now today is the day, after months of searching and spending money that my wife really does not want me to spend, that I complete my very own base set.
Yeah, boy.
I am so close. I literally need 13 cards, including Mr. Zard. Now whilst the number 13 might be unlucky for some people, I've got a really good feeling that we're gonna get this done. I'm going to be putting some miles in the clock today, starting off at my favourite place in the world, the Pokemon Plug. Brandon's had a few more trade-ins and some single buys and things like that. So hopefully he's got some stuff that he's yet to price up that we haven't seen that we can add to help us complete the base set. After that, we're heading to a card show called Pokemania Leicester. Now, Pokemania, a small company, started off last year with a couple of shows. Now they're in lots of different towns and cities in the UK, so go and give them a Google, check them out. There's going to be over 40 vendors, so fingers crossed we can get this whole thing over the line. I've taken a page out of Deep Pocket Monsters' book by adding little card number slips into my binder, so it's easy just to kind of see what I need there and then whilst looking through vendors' collections. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road.
So after the short journey into Huntingdon, I arrived at the Pokemon Plug. I had a quick look to see if any of the WotC cards had been added to this WotC cabinet at the back of the shop that's always here and always full. After a quick search, I struck out though, which is okay, so I asked to have a little look at the WotC restock boxes waiting to go out. And as if by some divine intervention, at the back of the box here was the Nidoking and the Raichu. This Raichu here that you can see, it was in absolutely perfect condition, so naturally I snapped both of those up. And then before we headed out, I made a little pit stop to a shop called Damien Trades. Unfortunately though, all I found was the wrong Devolution spray. After that, we headed out west to De Montfort University, which was the location of Pokemania. This was by far the best card show I've been to in a long time. There were some 40 odd vendors here and great cards, but we weren't here for that though.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
After visiting some of those vendors and checking out what was on offer, I started to hunt for what I needed, and it did not take long, because tucked away in the corner of the venue was a vendor who just so happened to have everything I needed. Poster Professor Oak, the Pokemon Center, and all the rest. So with that, there was just one more to go. I looked at each stall to see if they even had a Charizard and what it might cost me, but unfortunately it was just not meant to be.
So today has been a really productive day in terms of base set. We managed to pick up a couple of holos from Brandon, like incredibly. It just so happens that 2 of the 3 we needed were just sitting in that box. And then we managed to sweep up the rest at the card show through one vendor's binder at real good prices as well. I'm over the moon about that. No Charizard though.
Emotional, damn it.
There are Charizards, but I've got a price point that I want to pay for one to keep this base set competitively priced. You've got to remember, my very first video, I was saying that I want to collect a real good solid base set. I want this to be as mint as possible, but I also want it to be not as cheap as possible, but as competitively priced as possible, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So with that in mind, 220, 250, 180, there was just nothing really there today, unfortunately. I'm not giving up hope. So the day is done, I think, today. But tomorrow, I'm going to give the Pokemon Plug another go. I've seen on his Instagram that he's had a lot more stuff traded in. There's some WotC stuff in there. There were loads of it, so you don't really get to see it all in the little clips he posts. So I'm going to go in there early doors while it's not busy tomorrow morning. Fingers crossed, with a stroke of luck, we can finally get this base set done.
Well, after stopping off at the Pokemon Plug with zero hope or expectations whatsoever, I saw it.
Can you actually believe it? I don't know what to say. I literally thought I would be chasing this card because of the money required for ages. And as if by some stroke of luck or sheer miracle, the last place I check before I give up all hope and start having to put away money each month before I drop £250 on this card just happens to be in the one place that I can count on that I just wouldn't be in this position without, the Pokemon Plug. Like, it was, you can't write it. It was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. After yesterday, yes, getting some great pickups, but I honestly thought it was a bust. It was meant to be. It just was meant to be. So we've done it. Base set. Completed it, mate. I'm so happy. Like, this is just any Pokemon collector, any Pokemon fan's dream, surely, to have a base set. If you're a real collector, having base set. I was born in 1990. This is a real nostalgia trip for me. To have this set again, after selling it for next to nothing at a car boot as a silly little teenager. This is amazing. Right, I'm excited. We need to get this in the binder. We'll have a look at the cards, get it in the binder, and yes, I will tell you how much it costs after we get it all in there, because I know if you're like me, you love all this stuff. So let's get the binder open, get everything in. So if you just want to avert your eyes, where am I? In location to the screen. Down that way, you can follow along. Right. Right, I'm going to need to position my camera so you can see it all without looking at my floor. Right, there we go. Is that good? That's good. Right. Obviously, we're not starting there because that would be crazy. So we're going to start at the back and work our way to the front. Now, these energies you saw at the start of the video are just randomly in a bag. I really thought I was onto something. I was like, oh my God, a bag of Pokemon cards I didn't realise I had just found in my garage. Like, could it be? No. But they did have the energies we needed. So let's go for those first. So right at the back, we'll start with a water energy. Bit of a crease in it. I guess we'll replace that at some point. So I'm sorry if I knock the camera. Here we go. Right, so water energy is number 102. That's right at the back, isn't it? No, I don't think you can see up there. I think you can kind of see, right, 102 going in. The lightning energy, 100. If you want, there we go. Perfect. So, stop hitting the camera, boy. There we go. Right, back page done. Right, next we've got, I keep pulling them out of shot, I'm sorry. I'm just excited to get them all in the binder. 99. After fire energy, here you go. Fighting energy, 97. Look at that. All the energy's done. Get onto the trainers. That's that back page done. Right, revive. Here it is. I'll show you some prices as well, obviously. But this revive, I think, cost me like £1. Right, we can sack off all this rubbish I've put in. Revive going in. Right, Pokemon Center cost me 150. What number is that? Focus or don't focus, I don't really care. I'll just look at it. 85. Gosh. Just get you out there. Oh, this is going terribly wrong. Ugh. Quick Pokemon Center in. Next one is maintenance number 83. There he is. Again, another. Oh, this was £2.50. This one. Like, I understand as well, like being a couple of pounds or more, because I've struggled to find these. Like, hence the past few videos. It's not like I haven't been looking. So I do get why some are quite expensive. Next one, Defender, £1.50 for that one. Let's get rid of the price on it. Yeet. In there. I'm sorry if you can hear all that road noise. Whoa. Almost spoiled the show. Okay, you out of there. Defender going in. Imposter Professor Oak. Obviously getting more expensive now because these are rares, aren't they? So neat. And he goes up here. Another page done. Oh, this is so satisfying. Right, Devolution Spray. Another one for £4. £8, £10. This one online, like eBay and stuff, and looking at some other vendors and card shops I've been into. So not the cheapest ones, these rares. I think the Clefairy doll is the most, or is it? No, Scoop Up might be the most expensive trainer actually, from what I've seen on the collector app. Talking to the collector app, it's a really good app. It's really good, useful for kind of tracking Pokemon card prices. My base set without the Charizard is like £500, maybe a bit less, but it's crazy. Like 4 months ago, that was £150, £200 less. It's mad what this whole thing is doing, this whole Pokemon boom with Prismatic and Scalpers and what they're doing. Like, it's driving everything up because there's been like a second coming since COVID, which is part of the reason why I thought I was going to have to spend so much money on a Charizard. I thought I'd never get it. To grab it for what I did, I'll tell you when we get to him. It's just crazy. Done, done, done. Page done. Page done. Page done. Here we go. Right, next one. Raichu. We'll have a little look at him before. Why can't I get in there? He goes into the binder. I'm really struggling. Right, so here we go. Nice as well, this guy. Yeah. And the little box Brandon had for us. Just sitting at the back there. Top loader. I need to get a top loader binder, I think. Keep them nice and safe. Bosh, there we go. Right, next one up, the Nidoking. This one's not in as good a condition, so we'll definitely be upgrading him. I'm just going to hide Mr. away at some point. As you can see, a bit of play around the edge. Back isn't great, but perfect for the binder so far. You come, top there, in. There we go. Right, done. Moving on to the big tamale, the grand finale, Zard. Number 4 out of 102. Only took me months and months and months to collect. But without further ado, I'd like you all to meet base set Charizard. Thing of beauty. Absolute thing of beauty. The first grail, if you will, as it's in base set, in my hands. Some play around the edges, like the bottom corner here. Great for a binder though. The biggest thing about mine is unfortunately the back. We will upgrade him. I think it's also played a part in why the price was so good. I'll show you. It's this big old scar down the back. But for a binder, when he's like in there, perfect. He will get upgraded. I recently upgraded the Blastoise. That is now absolutely mint. So I'll do the same with some others, including this guy. So I paid £100 for this card. I think that's a steal. Even, like, just look at the condition from the front. Yes, the scar on the back. £100 for this is an absolute bargain. Like, you can always count on Brandon at the Pokemon Plug to give you the best deal, so definitely please go and visit him. Here we go, right. Time to put him where he belongs. Boom. There we go. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is one complete base set. Amazing. Move it over so you can see these hollows as well. I just love it so much. Like, and now to finally be in possession of it is so satisfying, so rewarding. So rewarding. Now, price of it. Some things are more expensive than you would expect. Like some of these trainers, like these rare trainers. Like Scoop Up, Clefairy Doll, hard to find. Some of them I couldn't find, so much so I got so desperate. Like Pokemon Flute, I bought from the internet. So even it cost me like £1.50, I still had to pay the postage. So it's not as simple as it may seem. All the commons and uncommons, that was really simple actually. Like apart from maybe like solid condition. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's only really the rares, I would say. So getting onto this page, Dragonair. Not the cheapest of the non-holo rares, but the other ones aren't too bad. Zapdos is a thing of beauty. That's probably still my favourite artwork at the base set. I'm not going to lie at all. That's really up there. And obviously the big three, all absolutely beautiful cards. I can't believe we've done it. Some need to upgrade, like I say, Hitmonchan, Machamp, definitely. Maybe the Alakazam. The rest are actually really good. So price-wise, I've paid, so when you look at, that's what Blastoise is about. The big three cost me 180. That's it. Alakazam cost me 18. Chansey was less than 20. Gyarados was 15. Clefairy was 15. Hitmonchan was like 6. Machamp was like 8. That needs doing up. Magneton, a real good. It's not too bad at all. I paid £4 for that. I would say probably, if I'm going to put a figure on it, this entire base set. Something about. I reckon I come in at about 350 to 400. Now, I don't think that's bad. Not for how solid a condition this base set is in. Yes, like I say, some need upgraded, but it's perfect for what I need, and it will get upgraded over time. I don't think that's bad. 350, 400, considering one of this similar condition. If you look at recent sold listings on eBay and what people are trying to get rid of, especially in places like Facebook where people go crazy and think they've got more than what they have, 350 is not bad at all for a base set. Like, I could probably get rid of this right now for closer to 500 plus. I reckon. So yeah, I don't think I've done too bad. Now that we've finished base set, that leads me really nicely on to what we're going to do next. It's not Fossil, it's not Jungle. I'm going to start, given what's coming out soon, Team Rocket. I think that's another great set to go after. Jungle and Fossil, we could probably do for a couple £100. Team Rocket's got the Zard. That's the big one we're going to go after. But I think it's possible. Yeah, definitely possible. So I think we'll leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this 3-part journey, if you have done. If you haven't watched the first 2, there is a part 1 and a part 2, obviously culminating in part 3. And it's been good fun. We've been all over the place, visited lots of different shops, different shows, and I cannot tell you, well, hopefully I have kind of articulated it, how happy I am to finally have my very own base set. So if you enjoyed that, guys, please leave a like on the video, subscribe, leave a comment for engagement. It all really helps the channel, and I'd appreciate it if you did that. So thank you again for even just watching if you have done, and I will see you in the next one.